She opened the door, whispered, "You came back to me." And before I could speak, she kissed me like she'd been waiting for years. It started with a wrong turn in the Cotswolds, a flat tire, a rainstorm, and a desperate knock on the only lit doorway in the village of Weston under Edge, where the woman who opened the door looked at me like she'd seen a ghost, her eyes wide, brimming with disbelief and longing. And before I could explain anything, she whispered, "Daniel. Oh God, you came back," and threw her arms around me in a hug that didn't just feel familiar. It felt like home, and something inside me froze. Not from fear, but confusion, because my name isn't Daniel, it's Callum, and I was just passing through, on my way to Bristol for work. But her warmth, her tears, her trembling smile made me forget every logical reason to correct her. And when she kissed me, deeply, fully, I let her. Because something about her felt like a part of my past I'd lost without ever knowing it. And she welcomed me into her candlelit cottage like we'd been married for decades, saying how she'd waited 6 years, ever since he left for a walk, and never returned. No goodbye, no note, just vanished. And I should have told her the truth, that I was a stranger with a broken car, that this was all a mistake. But the way she looked at me made my name irrelevant. And I stayed the night, just one night, promising myself I'd leave at dawn. But dawn came, and she was in the kitchen, wearing his jumper, cooking breakfast like it was the most natural thing in the world. And when she handed me a cup of tea with Daniel etched on the side, I sipped it in silence, watching her laugh at things I hadn't said, touch my arm like she'd done it 1,000 times before. And something about the way the floorboards creaked under our footsteps felt rehearsed, like muscle memory I didn't know I had. And every time she told a story about our trip to Devon, I somehow remembered the salt air and her laughter on a cliff's edge. And I didn't know how. Maybe I was losing my mind. Maybe grief had made her delusional, or maybe I wasn't just Callum anymore, because the longer I stayed, the more Daniel's life stitched itself into my bones. And on the third night, I found his journal, the real Daniel's, in the attic, full of drawings of her face, of the cottage, of a future he never got to live. And the last page simply said, "If I don't make it back, someone will. And I hope he loves you like I did." My hands trembled reading it, and a storm raged outside, just like the night I arrived. And I knew then maybe I wasn't Daniel, but maybe I was the version of him fate owed her. The second chance the universe had finally delivered. And when she found me standing in the doorway crying, I finally said, "I'm not Daniel." And she smiled through tears and whispered, "I know. But somehow you are." And we kissed like we had in every life before this. And maybe I didn't find love that night. Maybe I returned to it.